Evening people, welcome back to the channel. Tonight I'm bringing you the new P1 Gr3 League. So as a P1 race community, they've decided to ditch the Super Formulas. Nobody was getting on with those, so they have now decided to go for a Gr3 League. So let's just have a look at what we've got on track. So it's 15 minutes quali and then 2 times 20-minute races. So an endurance race, reverse grid for the second race. It's a normal grid start, slipstream is set on real, damage is on low, so that means it will repair itself as they go round. Fuel is on default, no fuel and tyre wear on this league. Shortcut penalty is on weak tyre compound, anything between racing softs, which I'm assuming everyone's going to use. It's the fastest tyre. Bop is on and no tuning. So it is actually 3 different classes tonight. I'm expecting to see 15 drivers in the lobby, but we will see. So tonight on the right hand side there you can see we had the pre-season race at Le Sarthe last week, where the guys were set out into their different classes or divisions, depending how you want to look at it. 5 per division, so we've got 3 classes or 3 divisions, so we should get 3 champions out of this. So yes, we had the pre-season race at Le Sarthe last week. I jumped in the lobby after those guys for a bit of a rip round. It's pretty good. So tonight we are at Suzuka. It's the full length course tonight. I should hope so as well with the GR3s. So no swapping cars halfway through the season. There's no points for pole or fastest lap on this one, but they do get points for driver of the day. So make sure you vote, people. Vote for driver of the day. It does say it in the comments and stuff. It will help them in their championship. So if you see a driver you think's done particularly well, give them a shout. Give driver of the day points. And might benefit their championship. So let us go to track. Let's see who we've got. There's a couple missing. So we've got Baggy Snails in, Pilgrim Paddy, Rear Wheel, Valiant Rage, Gamer Dad, Steve Scooby, Reg GT, Stewie Mac, Fizz Ruckus, West Ham Daz, Don Dotter, Mocking Weeks. Big Les has almost got his name back. So if you were watching the league on Thursday, you would have seen that Big Les Kun was temp 932222. He's changed his gamer tag from Big Les Kun to P1 Big Les Kun, because that's far less inappropriate. So yeah, I was expecting to see 15 drivers tonight. So let me just try and figure out who's missing. So this will be your classes. So A-class drivers are Zuzims, Mocking Weeks, Reg GT, Don Dotter and Dizzy. I don't think I've seen Dizzy in the room, nope. So that's one of the drivers we're missing. The B-class drivers, Big Les Kun, or P1 Big Les Kun, Gamer Dad 13, Dory Dory, Rear Wheel 72 Baggy Snails, and the C-class drivers are West Ham Daz, Steve Scooby, Fizz Ruckers, Pilgrim Paddy and Stewie Mac. So who are we missing? Are we missing Pilgrim Paddy, I think, and Dizzy? Yes, we are. So one from the Class A drivers and one from the Class C drivers tonight missing. But they will score separate points only against their class of drivers. So it'll make it a nice tight competition between their particular division, but we'll see how some of the drivers get on. See how many points they score, whether they can smash up some of the Class A drivers. Dory keeps leaving the room and coming back. I think he's got a couple of connection issues. So let's go on track, have a look at this 15-minute quali. Let's take it off the screen so you lot can see what's going on. I've done that before. Put the usual gubbins on for you lot. Helps if I've got my keyboard. Let's just reach right down there and grab that. So just a little bit of news about myself. Me and the boys went to PF International today. It's the international race karting track in Grantham. Defending champions from the Sunday 100 last year. Went there for first race of the season. First place. Give them boys a smacking. And we're old men, damn it. I don't know what's going on. So let's go and chuck ourselves on track with fastest man currently, Gamer Dad, 1:58.0. We are already 6 minutes into this quali. So P1 Big Les Kun, not that far back, 1:58.7 for Big Les, just under 3/4 of a second. Steve Scooby in third, 1:59.2, just ghosting out there though. Reg GT, don't see a tell your mates, tell your mum on there, Reg, not happy about that. 1:59.2 for Reg. He's got a P1 cut down the side though, that's good. And on the back, and on the other side. So Baggy in 7th with a 1:59.6. Fizz Ruckers 2 minutes, 0.3. West Ham Daz at 2 minutes, 0.9. Stewie Mac at 2:01.6. Dory, evening mate, are you having some connection issues, my friend? You seem to be in and out of that lobby. Valiant Rage yet to put a hot lap in. He's just coming around the last couple of turns. Let's see what he's got. He comes across the line then for a 2:18. He's faster on his out lap. Dory just popped up in the YouTube chat there. So when I've figured out my video editing skills, which are non-existent currently, I'm going to post a video up of the karting. I've got to chop it up a bit and go through my mate's footage and stuff like that, but yeah, I've absolutely no idea on video editing, so it might be a month or two. We'll see. Big Les Kun gone fastest so far, 1:57.7. Rolling in the Porsche. Gamer Dad in the sister car, the Volkswagen Beetle. Dotter in the meaty Corvette. He's run himself wide through there though. He's through 130R. Rear wheel's gone for the Toyota GT86. Walking Weeks in the Honda. Porsche for Steve Scooby. Another Porsche for Reg GT. Baggy Snails was he in the Renault. Sorry, this Citroen. Sorry, it's Peugeot. I know it's French. Steve Scooby, another Porsche for Steve. Fizz Ruckus in a Porsche. Beetle for West Ham Daz. Can't even tell what that is. Is that an Aston? I think it is, yeah. An Aston Martin for Stewie Mack. Another Porsche for Pilgrim. Valiant Rage in a McLaren. Dory in the Renault. So is that 14 drivers? Okay, so Pilgrim Paddy's here. We are just missing Dizzy now then. So Big Les could have gone quicker again, 1:57.6. Had a little race with Big Les myself the other day. He was driving the Porsche. I was in the Mercedes. So Reg GT then pushed down into second. He's gone quicker, but 1:57.8, not enough to pit P1 of that. P1 Big Les of P1. Came down now third then, 1:57.9. Up into fourth, 1:58.2. Rear wheel fifth, he's gone quicker again, 1:58.8. Rear wheel, Mocking Weeks. He's gone a little bit quicker, 1:59.0. Sixth place for Mocking. Baggy Snails, then he's gone a little bit quicker, 1:59.0. Fizz Ruckus, 1:59.9, again slightly quicker. Valiant Rage, 2 minutes, 0.9. His quickest so far. Burnt Fry, evening mate, how you doing? So West Ham Daz in the pits, his fastest is a 2 minutes, 0.9 as well. Stewie Mack just in the pits also, 2:01.6. We'll just let that roll past the Dark Smoker sticker on YouTube there. Subscribe people, yeah, that's what it says to do, so you know, got to do it. Dory then, 2:02, not been in the lobby. 2:02.7 for Dory. Pilgrim Paddy on a 2:08. 2:08.5 for his fastest. Let me just have a bit of a route about and see if I can find a track map for this place. Adamant, I've got one. More for Bathurst and Brands Hatch than I know what to do with, and I've no idea why. Here she is. So what we've got on the clock, 12 minutes. Let's go for a little ride on board with Pilgrim Paddy. If he stays out, we'll go for a lap. Stay out, he's onto this long start finish straight. To the double apex first corner. Oh, he's gone a little bit fast into that though. Tightens into the second bit and through the S's or the snake. Oh, he's just got it wrong through there, so Don Dotter goes through. Pilgrim Paddy looking like he's not enjoying that one. So we've gone board with Big Les then, and he just comes out of the snake, heads up towards Degner 1. Just let it roll through that. A little bit of breakthrough here into Degner 2. Hard on the power down towards the hairpin. Through Little King right, hard on the brakes, down into second gear. dropped into first actually, has Big Les. So through 200R then, missing out the little chicane. Heading hard down towards Spoon corner, again double apex corner, running out wide. The middle section of it, West Ham Dad's just running out wide then. Powell back on, heads up the backstretch towards the infamous 130R. No tyre wear on tonight, so the guys should be able to pretty much keep it planted through there. Big Les not doing too bad a job. Hard on the brakes again into Casino Triangle. Again, easy place to get it wrong. Could see one or two positions getting swapped them out in there. Then back on the power again, keeping it tight to the right hand side. Start finish line just there, so it goes quicker again. 157.4 for Big Les. Karting was sound as a pound. Burnt Fry, we won, obviously, because we're bad boys. I'm going to put a video together soon. We've got three cameras worth of footage to jam together. Let's get out of this view. So just 15 seconds left of this quali. Big Les currently leading, Don Dotter in second. Gamer Dad in third, Reg GT in fourth, Weeks fifth, Steve Scooby 6th, Rear Wheel 72 in 7th, Baggy Snails 8th, Dory in 9th, Fizzruckus 10th, Valiant Rage 11th, Stewie Mac 12th, Pilgrim Paddy 13th, West Ham Daz in 14th. So let's hope we get a clean start from this lobby. No issues, let's hope nobody gets left on the grid. Yeah, it was a good race today. We only won by 1.5 seconds, but we won nonetheless, Burnt Fry. That's all that matters. So yeah, just one driver missing tonight, Dizzy AL3. Is that the camera angle you're going to give me, PlayStation? Is that it? Yes, it is. Damn you. So they're away. It's not a bad start from Big Les. Don Dotter's got a flyer though. Big Les is under pressure from Mocking Weeks and Gamer Dad though. He comes flying back through to take that second position. So Big Les Cunt in second, then Mocking Weeks third, Reg GT in fourth, Steve's third. Why did that switch? Why did it not let me go see Steve Scooby? Steve Scooby fifth, Rear Wheel in sixth. Dory seventh, Fizzruckus eighth. Okay, going for a restart, I don't know why. Not sure. Didn't see any issues, it all looks quite clean. I didn't see anyone left on the grid. I didn't see anything like that. Right, we'll try again then. I'm not sure if we're just waiting for Gamer Dad to jump out the lobby. Okay, so yeah, still a driver missing. I thought we'd got all 15, but that's not. That's 15 including me. So anyone want to tell me why at Gamer Dad 13's gamer tag gets hidden? It's hidden in the chat. Bizarre. Right. Getting back into this lobby. grinding, burnouts. We'll just practicing his starts. Les looks like he's doing the same thing. Well, he's going in reverse, but didn't get the best of starts, did Big Les. Not too bad there, Big Les. Paddy doing a bit of off-roading. Valiant Rage practicing a star, still got 2 in the middle of the S's. Don and Fitzruckus have already started their own little race. Don to get it wrong into Spoon though. So here we go. Boredom's starting to set in. People are ramming. People are doing burnouts. Got lots of people off track. Still one missing at the minute. Only 13 in the lobby. Not sure who we're missing. Still only 13. So we did have issues then. I think Dory's game crashed. So is it Dory we're missing? No, he's in the lobby. So Baggy Snail's just apologising to me for the hanging about, but if there's a lot you can do with it at the minute. Reg GT practicing his drifting. Talk smack for a minute, alright? You're all rubbish. I'll weigh you lot in. Yeah. You slow. You slow. Oh, slow. Crashing. Trying to drive off track. Where's Mocking Weeks? Stop it. Play this game properly, will you? Slow. 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 Oh, I can't even keep it on track. Slow. Right, I've talked smack for enough now. Let's get this race on. Lucky I'm not on track. Who's this guy waving to up in the right there, look, just underneath the track map? Has he seen his mate? This going the wrong way on track. Interesting. Looking to cause chaos at the start finish straight. We've got a couple of drivers on their way through. Oh, he's got it wrong though. end of that. So unfortunately they can't try and burn their tyres out. Tyre wear is off. That's another driver trying to escape out the slip road, pit road thing. No fizz. You're not allowed. Reg GT giving Don a little nudge. Two Irish drivers just getting a bit leery with each other. That was Don Dotter getting it all wrong as well. Yes, it was. Burnout's coming thick and fast then. Big Les taking an alternative route out of the pits. Not sure what Fizz Ruckus is doing. Max just having a chill out, foot on the brake. Practicing his starts actually. Fizz Ruckus still trying to destroy his tyres. GT and Don Dotter still at it. Go on, Baggy, you're going to have to make a decision soon. Nearly quarter of an hour overrun already. Dory trying to drift that Renault, but it's not letting him. So still only 13 drivers. Who are we missing again? Who are we missing? Baggy Snares, rear wheel. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah, I'm not sure who we're... Zuzums is not in the room either. Someone's sitting in for Zuzums, I've not noticed. Week's Don and Dizzy. That must be Big Les, Game and Dad. That's Valiant Rage. I don't know who he's driving for. Which division? We're still missing a driver. Who are we missing? Baggy Snails, Dory, Game and Dad. Too late, he started the race. So let's get ourselves back on track. Let's try this again then. Are you going to give me a different view this time? PlayStation? No. The same crappy view. So they're off. It's a really bad start by West Ham Daz. He's parked on the grid. He's got in the way of Pilgrim Paddy, I think. Pilgrim Paddy getting caught up and smashing into the back of West Ham Daz. Don Dotter then leading the race so far. Reg GT in second. Oh, got another block restart. Ugh. Right. Yeah, so we've got Dizzy and Zuzim's missing, but we have got Valiant Rage in the place of one of those two drivers. So they're both in A class. But yeah, who is actually driving for? I don't know. Third time lucky then. So, let's just have a look at this then. Why won't it let me do that? Okay, so I was going to have a look on my own stream, see if I could go back through it, but it won't let me do it. It's actually taking me right back to the start of the race. Back at the intro video, funnily enough. Right, let's come back out of that. See you later. Close it, reopen it. But still no idea of grid order. Les in P1, I know that. I think it was Don Dotter in second. After that, I really couldn't tell you. Even the donuts have finished. What's going on? Shouldn't be long now, people. We are just waiting on Baggy to set grid order, although he's forgotten. I've just tried looking back through the grid order myself on the stream, but it won't let me. Fizzrucker seems to have a thing about pointing the wrong way on track. Baggy, it's 25 to 10. Surely you can just reset it to fastest first, can't you? Oh, because you cancelled the race, maybe. Yes. Okay. He thinks he's got it. Let's see if we can go on board with someone at the start. I'll stay in this view. It'll probably kick me out. Drivers eager to get away tonight now then. You can hear them revs are already fully thrashing. Nope, you're not going to give me a decent camera angle. Okay. Okay. So the getaway again. It's another really good start by Big Les this time. Don Dotter's got a good run out this time as well. He's still got the jump on Big Les through there. So Don Dotter leads again. Why has he jumped the wrong way? Oh, now you put me on board. Now you put me on board. So Don Dotter leading the way. We've got Big Les Cunt chasing him down. Mocking Weeks in third. Reg GT right behind him in fourth. Mocking Weeks has just run wide though. Oh, I think he's put a wheel on the grass. That's chucked him all the way down to about sixth, I think. It is sixth. So we're on board with Mocking Weeks now. He's now coming under pressure from Stewie Mack. He's got to try and close the gap back up on Baggy Snails in fifth as well. He's come back out of this. So back up to the front. And into this awkward section, the hairpin in through 200R into Spoon. Dotter leading the way. Big Les Cunt right behind him. Reg GT third. Dory fourth. Dory had a great start. So sitting in fourth. I don't think he was doing too well in the qualifying. He's sitting in fourth now, just losing a little bit of time to the top three. Two horse drivers almost pushing themselves up the track there. 130R, full speed through there. Three drivers getting it wrong. Dory's got it completely wrong through there though, far too quick, got his wheels on the AstroTurf. And that's just chucked him over to the side of the track. Unfortunately, he's just caught rear wheel 72 in that little bit as well. Him just coming on track, rear wheels just smashed into the back of him. So Dory now down in seventh. He's having moves made on him by Fizz Ruckus. Got Valiant Rage looking to push his way in between those two as well. Fizz Ruckus closes that gap. Valiant Rage sneaks through. Oh, and Dory, he's losing more places, down in 12th now. Pelgrim Paddy's got past. West Ham Daz has got past. Rear Wheels got past. Valiant Rage has got past only just though. He's only just kept that on track. Fizz Ruckus got through. Stewie Max up into sixth. What on earth's going on? So back up to the front. Don Dotter still leading. Wheels on the grass though through the Degners. A bit slow through there. Allowed Big Les to close that gap. He's still dragging Reg GT with him. Top three starting to pull away a little bit. 2.2 second gap already. They've got over fourth place Baggy Snails now. Baggy in the Peugeot doing his best to keep up with the top three. Made a bit of a gap over Steve Scooby though. He's almost 2 second gap back to him. 2 seconds back to Stewie Mack. Fizz Ruckus closing the gap in on Stewie. So Valiant Rage in 8th. He's kept it on track then. Managed to make a bit more of a break from rear wheel. Rear wheel in 9th. Unfortunately, just got caught up with that little bunch of drivers. As Dory was getting it back on track, just ran into the back of him. Gamer Dad, how you doing? My fault about today. My little one was thrown up. Oh, right, okay. Yeah, no worries. Can't be helped. Oh, who's that? Is that Valiant Rage? Yes, that's Valiant Rage. Just done exactly the same thing as Dory. So now down in 11th then Dory. So that's a shame, Gamer Dad. Try and get yourself back in for race 2. These are only 20-minute races. Hopefully the daughter's all right and you can get yourself back in for race 2, not lose too many points. So Don Dotter, he's not run away with it yet. Only 0.2 of a second gap between himself and Big Les. Reg GT still right there. Only 0.6 of a second between these top three. Wide through there. Big Les Cunt was side by side with him through that first section, and again now as they head down towards the Degners. Don Dotter will have the inside line, but it's the slower line. Both clean through there. French GT looking to make a move down the inside of Big Les through that little mistake. Big Les running slow. French GT just tucking himself into the slipstream again though. Absolutely nothing in it between the top three. Pulled out more of a gap now on fourth place Baggy Snail. Steve Scooby's closed that gap right up on Bags as well. So Baggy's just got to be a bit careful. Keep it clean into Spoon, Bags. I said keep it clean into Spoon, Bags. Bags, man. That's not clean. Steve Scooby then sneaks through up into fourth place. Baggy Snails throwing himself off track. Fizz Ruckus goes through. Rear Wheel goes through. Baggy Snails now down from 4th to 7th. He will not be happy about that. Valiant Rage back on track now. He's coming under pressure from Dory and Mocking Weeks 9th and 10th. So these three drivers have been the three drivers that have been off track that I've seen. So it's the off-roading trio at the minute for those. Valiant chucking himself over to the right side of the track, trying to lose it. So Stewie Mack, unfortunately, was running in 5th, now down in 11th. So I didn't see what happened to you, Stewie. Must have had a bit of off-track action in that Aston Martin. Slowly trying to close in on Dory and the fight in front. 1.3 seconds that gap. Just bringing it down slowly as well. The Pilgrim Paddy's 2.7 second backs, and West Ham Daz is already in the pits. So no tyres or fuel wear in this one, so West Ham Daz maybe just sitting the rest of this one out. So back up to the front then, Don Dotter. Let's go for a little bit of blah on board with Don Dotter then. We've got Big Les chasing him down, Reg GT in behind him. Lost a little bit of time actually, looks like Reg GT. So into Spoon then. P1 Big Les right on the back end of Don Dotter as they head up the back straight towards 130R. Corvette's got some pull though. Porsche's struggling even with the slipstream. He's not going to get it done before 130R. Looking for a different line into Casino Triangle though, Big Les. He's got a decent run out. A little bit of glitching from Don Dotter by the looks of it. Again, I don't think Big Les is quite close enough. So still unable to get past then Big Les. Don Dotter fending these two Porsches off really well at the minute. Cool, that's good to hear, Gamer Dad. Steve Scooby in 4th then, Baggy Snails, so he's managed to get back past Fizz Ruckus up into 6th. Not by a lot though, Fizz Ruckus is right there on him. He's got a second between himself and Rear Wheel, that gap coming down ever so slightly. There's a big gap up to 4th place from 5th place Rear Wheel, 4.6 second gap there. So back to this trio of off-roaders. Mocking Weeks currently winning out in that one, 8th place for him. He's got past Valiant Rage. Dory unable to get that feat done yet, so he's still down in 10th for Dory. Stewie Mack losing a bit more time, at 2.4 seconds back. Paddy in 12th. 4.6 back from Stewie. 4.5, that gap coming down. West Ham Daz still in the pits then. So Big Les right on Don Dotter's rear bumper as they come through here. Again, Don Dotter's winning out on this one. Corvette just seems to have the pull. Les trying again down the start-finish straight. Again, I think he's too far back. Oh, a little bit of contact between Don Dotter and Big Les. I think that was glitching though, looking at how much Don Dotter's car moved. He's on the grass now. A few mistakes coming in from Don Dotter. Looks like all three of these drivers have got a bit of a glitch on. So absolutely bumper to bumper as they head into the Degners. All three kept it clean. No one running it wide, losing all that time on the grass and the AstroTurf. Big Les cut down the inside of Don Dotter though into the hairpin. He gets the run out, so into first for Big Les. Don Dotter's not letting that one go though, almost side by side as they're heading through 200R. Looking to get the inside at Spoon as well. I don't think Big Les is going to have to defend this one. Don Dotter was lucky he didn't throw himself off track there and allow Red GT to come through. He's got two wheels on the AstroTurf, that's going to slow him down. So Red GT side by side as they head up the back straight then. He's just had to back out again, has Red GT. That Corvette just seems to have the pulling power on the Porsche. So closing back in on Big Les then. So top three now have 12.2 seconds lead over now Baggy Snails in fourth. He's managed to get back past Steve Scooby, as has Fizz Ruckus. We're in seventh then, chasing down Steve Scooby, nothing in it, less than half a second. We've got Mocking Weeks now, he's managed to break away from Dorian Valium. He's right on the back of this pack now. Dory in ninth, he's managed to get himself past Valium Rage as well. Steve Mack, unfortunately, losing more time to these guys in front, coming under loads of pressure from Pilgrim Paddy. Pilgrim Paddy outbraked himself. Casino Triangle, easy to do, and now his car doesn't know what to do. So Big Les then managed to get past Don Dotter. Just starting to creep away a little bit. Obviously quite comfortable in the Porsche. Did I just see, yeah, Red GT with a big almost second penalty there. So I'm not sure where he picked that up. Maybe turn one. A little bit wide through there as well. Red GT, that's going to slow him down. So 13 minutes into this first race of the night. No tyre wear or fuel on. So let's just see what Don Dotter can do coming up this back straight then. Yeah, he's bringing that gap down rapidly already. Closes him so much quicker on the Porsche than when they were the other way around. The Porsche was struggling to keep up with the Corvette up that hill. So caught right back up to Big Les then. Sideways action happening on track tonight. That's the wrong button. So we're on with Big Les then, and we've got Don Dotter and Red GT chasing him down for that first place. Just taking it a little bit easy through these S's, easy to get it wrong through here. Added benefit of no fuel and tyre wear, so lap after lap they can just give it full beans into these corners, which is good. Don't have to think about slowing down or reducing the speed early or anything like that. Full speed into Degner 1, brakes on hard into Degner 2. Okay, just be careful not to run it out wide onto that AstroTurf. little kink right into the hairpin. Oh, Don Dotter then is all over the place on this. He's got the hydraulics on as well in the background. So he's lost a bit of time to Big Les now. He's coming under pressure from Reg GT as they head down towards Spoon. Still holding that 0.9 second penalty for Reg GT. It's closed in on Don Dotter there though. See the pulling power of that Corvette though, just able to pull a slight gap away from Reg GT. Slipstream not coming into effect. Reg GT's close enough, but that Corvette's just got too much power. And again, right onto the back end of Big Les. So yeah, so we've got Fizzruckers going for a move down the inside of Baggy Snails. Baggy Snails then. He's holding that fall for a while, just been pipped by Fizzruckus. Steve Scooby coming under pressure from Mocking Weeks now, so he's done well to get past that pack. Back up to get into the fight with these. There's another big gap back to 8th place Dory. Dory also holding a bit of a penalty as well, Dory. 10.4 seconds back to Dory from Mocking. He's got rear wheel just a second back. Don Dotter's left the room. So I'm not sure whether Don Dotter's just been glitching out too badly. So Stewie back in 8th, big gap's extending now then, 20 seconds he's got between himself and rear wheel. Valiant Rage is now in 10th, so Stewie Mac's got past Valiant Rage, but he's 8.7 back. Just starting to struggle in that McLaren. Whoa, putting the power down a little bit too early, I think, Valiant Rage. Paddy then ghosting out, he's on track but ghosting, and I think we've lost West Ham Daz as well from this race. So the two Porsches leading away then, Don Dotter just leaving the lobby. Yeah, West Ham Daz is out of this one now then. So 4 drivers missing from this league. 2 no-shows we knew about, Valiant Rage stepped in to fill one of those spots. And we've just lost West Ham Daz and Don Dotter. Dotter was having a few glitching issues, so I'm not sure whether that was coming into effect. So nothing in it between these two then, exactly the same car, no tuning. They're both on the super softs. Just extending that gap now over Fizzruckers, 17.7 seconds. Starting to close up a little bit. Steve Scooby looking to make a move on Baggy Snails at any minute. Mocking Weeks in a prime position to make a move as well. So Mocking Weeks will get a good tow down here. That Honda's pretty quick. It looks like Steve Scooby's just got a bit of a tow off Baggy in front. Kept him safe from the attack from Mocking Weeks behind. So Dory in 7th. Whoa, rear wheel's just run himself wide through turn 1. It's going to slow him right down. If he keeps it in a straight line, he does do. Loses about 2 seconds there to Dory. He's still not up to full race pace yet either. So Don Dotter's rejoined the room. Let's hope he stays for race 2. So Reg GT then putting the pressure on Big Les as they head down in towards Spoon. Not quite able to do it yet. It's almost now or never. It's coming up to last lap. These boys even get across the start finish straight. I don't know if they will actually. Reg GT pulling out there side by side with Big Les as they head into 130R. Reg GT is going to win this one, I think. He does. Goes defensive into Casino. I think they're going to get one more lap out of this, so it could be a punch up just between these two on this final lap. So So Reg GT then sneaking through on that last lap. Big Les Kun right there with him. So they are both across the line. Big Les has gone wide. Reg GT holds his defensive line. He has got to lose that penalty. Otherwise, Big Les will just take that position off him. But it's a good move by Reg GT. Like I say, he's just got to try and lose that penalty somewhere around here. Maybe into the Degners or the hairpins, where it's a little bit difficult for Big Les to get through. So the rest of the drivers have come across the line then. Fizz Ruckus in third, good drive. Steve Scooby in fourth, managed to get past Baggy Snails and Mocky Weeks in fifth. Baggy Snails in sixth. Dory seventh, Rear Wheel in eighth. Stewie Mac still driving. Pilgrim Paddy finished. Reg GT still leading. 0.7 of a second. He needs to extend that to over a second to clear that penalty. He's got it up to 0.8, just coming back down again now though. So he's not able to lose any of that penalty into the hairpin. Doesn't lose any of it into Spoon. He's got half a second over Big Les. So he's still got it through there. He's just drifted the back end of that car as well. That's going to slow him down. He's on the AstroTurf as well, so Big Les is going to have a storming run up the hill. Just not able to do it. But if it stays like this, Big Les will take that P1 position. So don't forget to vote for your driver of the day, people. It is 2 points extra for the drivers if they do take that driver of the day accolade. So Big Les pushing Reg GT. He's gone for the inside line. Reg GT dropping his penalty then. Quite happy with that second, obviously. So Big Les then winning out on that one. Race 1 of 2 tonight. So yeah, we will have a few minutes break, and then into race 2, it will be a reverse grid race of race 1. Right, so hopefully they chop down the gap in between, and we can get this race underway sooner rather than later, being as it's 10 o'clock already. 5 minutes then. Okay. Wah. So how are we all doing then, peeps? Obviously I've told you all about the karting. As I say, I'm going to attempt some video editing. Never before attempted video editing. So if it's shocking, I don't want to hear it. Yeah, Dundotter's back in the room, that's good. Is Gamer Dad back? He said he was coming back. Get back over there, get back over there. Here he is. So it doesn't look like Big Les is coming back for this one. Not Big Les, sorry. West Ham Daz. So 13 drivers on track then. Whoa. Excuse me. Tired today, people. Crack it on and go karting. That'll do it. So about a minute or so left before race 2. Like I say, reverse grid of race 1. Let's go and let's go and have a look at race results. So it will be a reverse grid race. Is Don Dotter coming back? I don't know where Don Dotter's going to slot into this lot. I don't know where Gamer Dad's going to slot in either. But it's going to be a reverse grid of what you can see on screen there, except that man, P1 Big Les at the top. Like I say, I just don't know where they're going to stick Gamer Dad and Don Dotter for this one. Yeah, about a minute left, I think. And then into race 2. It's a shame we had that delay at the start, but we know the reason that was. Gamer Dad had a vomiting daughter. That's never good. Vomiting anything's not good. Whether it be a dog, cat, child. Baz, evening mate. I think she must be half decent as Gamer Dad is back in the lobby looking to race in race 2 tonight, Baz. So, any second now, I would have thought, people. I suppose I better go and get myself on track. Let's go for a bit of onboard action with rear wheel while we wait for this race to start. Maggie just chucking up the old 1 minute signal there, let everyone know. So Suzuka round 2, reverse grid, no tyre, no fuel, all out, balls out. Second then, peeps, I would have thought. Don Dotter's back in the room. Let's hope his connection's a lot better. This is it then. So 10 seconds, race start. Another 20 minutes for you guys. Reverse grid race of race 1. Let's just try and see where they've stuck the 2 drivers who were missing. So Don Dotter's back at the front. Not sure how that works out. Gamer Dad in second. So that I'm not too worried about. But Pilgrim Paddy being at the front, not sure about that. It's a bit naughty. But we're waiting for these lights to drop. Revs are up, they're away. It's not a great start by Valiant Rage. Max managed to squeeze through the right hand side there. And Valiant Rage just blocking off Dory into that first turn. So Don Dotter leading then. He's going to get a bit of a gap from this pack straight away, I'd have thought. All the way to 3/4 of a second. Gamer Dad in second. Stewie Mac third. Pilgrim Paddy fourth, coming under pressure from Valiant Rage though. Mocking Weeks up to 6th. Dory's 7th. 72 right, trying to run around the outside of him though. Pilgrim Paddy's got it all wrong. He spun off track, clipped Mocking Weeks, and I'm not sure who clipped Dory. I'm not sure if it was Mocking Weeks or Pilgrim Paddy himself, but unfortunately Baggy Snails off track as well in that little melee. So Baggy in 12th, Dory in 13th. So yeah, no idea what happened there really. I just saw Pilgrim Paddy get it a bit wrong through the S's. Then leading 0.8 in a second. Gamer Dad's second, then 2 seconds they've got already over Stewie Mack in third. He's got a second gap over Valiant Rage in fourth, managing to make his way through the melee in the S's with a less than perfect start. So 4th place Valiant, in 5th, Liz Ruckus 6th. Les in 7th already. Les starting from the back of the pack. Unfortunately got caught up in that little punch up off the line through the S's. Steve Scooby in 9th. Reg GT, a lot of work for Reg GT to do to try and get back up to the guys at front who was fighting out with first race. So Pilgrim Paddy, the instigator of chaos. 11th place for Pilgrim. Baggy Snails, he's just got it wrong through Casino, so he's now down in 13th place, allowing Dory to slip through to 12th then. So big gaps breaking out already on this race. Still 17.5 minutes remaining, anything could happen. So Gamer Dad's not allowed Don Dotter to run away with this at all. So just half a second between Gamer Dad and Don Dotter. Stewie Mack now 4.3 back, coming under loads of pressure from Valiant Rage now as they head down towards the Degners. Stewie Mack's just got it all wrong through there, trying to run it a bit too fast. So 5th, 6th, 7th now, he's just got to get it back on track, so he loses 8th. He's down in 9th now. Stewie Mack will not be impressed with that. Just coming under a bit too much pressure there from Valiant Rage. No contact, but just a little bit too much pressure, I think, for Stewie Mack. Far too quick into Degner 1. So Dory's managed to close right back on Pilgrim Paddy. You can see the damage on the front end of Pilgrim's car already. From that spin off track on that one. So Dory's got past Steve Scooby as well, so I'm not sure if Steve Scooby's had another off track action. He's now got Baggy Snails just over a second back. He's through Spoon then. There's a bit of time there though, Bags. Don Dotter leads, Gamer Dad's second. Don Dotter was, Gamer Dad was just holding fastest lap of the race with him on 57.7, but he spun it out in turn 1. He's hit the AstroTurf, and that is a nightmare manoeuvre. Anyone will tell you that AstroTurf is not the grippiest stuff in the world. So he spins it round, and he now sits in. He just holds 6th. No, he doesn't. He's run himself wide again. So he loses those places to Mocking Weeks and Reg GT. Gamer Dad will not be happy with that either. He's now got Stewie Mack closing down on him, looking to get those places back after his mistake as well. Pilgrim Paddy in 10th. Steve Scooby 3.7 back. Baggy Snails only 0.9 back from Steve Scooby. And Dory then looks like he's been off track again. 2.5 seconds down. So Don out on his own. Clear track in front, clear track behind. 6-second gap to closest rival P1 Big Les. He's actually done a phenomenal job in 2.5 laps in getting up to P2 from the back of the pack. So just staying out of the way of all the punch-ups in those first few laps, the first 2 laps. And now looking to hunt down Don Dotter for that first place. So 6.5 seconds, we'll keep an eye on that. Valiant Rage up into 3rd then, he's got rear wheel in 4th, right on his rear bumper though. And then we've got Fizz Ruckus, who's that? Fizz Ruckus, Mocking Weeks, Reg GT, all fighting it out through Casino. Game of Dad just coming into the back of that little fight as well. Fizz Ruckus not doing a bad job in that Porsche though. Reg GT looking to make a move on Mocking Weeks down the start-finish straight. Quite able to get that done down there. So here's Game of Dad right on the back of this pack now. That's the slowest. That's the view we want. Game of Dad then as he looks to chase down Reg GT, Mocking Weeks and Fizz Ruckus in front into the Degners where we've just seen Stewie Matt run off. We've got other people off in front. Who's that? I think that's Valiant Rage off. Yes it is, so Valiant Rage now down in 8th. 9th now for Valiant Rage, spinning off the track in Degner 2, possibly getting it wrong in Degner 1. A bit of punch up between 5th and 6th, Mocking Weeks and Reg GT. Reg GT's managed to sneak past Mocking Weeks then on that hairpin. Looking to put the pressure on Fizz Ruckus, get past him as soon as possible. Now Mocking Weeks has got to be careful of Game of Dad. Got to get a good run out here as Game of Dad to stay on the back of that Honda. Unfortunately, that Honda's got a little bit too much of a toe from Reg GT in front. Reg GT himself is looking to make a move on Fizz Ruckus as he headed to 130R. Down the inside then for Reg GT. A little bit of paint rubbing between himself and Fizz. Just nudges Fizz off wide a little bit. That allows Mocking Weeks and the Game of Dad to sneak through to 5th and 6th as well. So from 4th to 7th for Fizz Ruckus. Stewie Mac 3.8 back. Valiant Rage has got to get himself back up to speed as well. Was in 4th, now in 9th after that off-track action into Degner. Pilgrim Paddy still holding 10th, but he's got Steve Scooby, Baggy Snails and Dory all closing down on him at a rapid rate of knots now as they head down this start-finish straight. On to lap 5 then. Dory would not expect to be seeing himself down in 13th position currently. Nor Baggy Snails, nor Steve Scooby, to be honest. So Don Dotter, 5.2 seconds on the road. Big Les, was it 6 point something, wasn't it? 6.3, 6.5. So closed him down massively. Almost halfway into this race, still a lot of work to do for Big Les. He's going to have to push that Porsche to within an inch of its life, explore those track limits. He's got it down to 5.3. Don Dotter looking a lot cleaner this time, no glitching out. Still 5.3. So rear wheel up into 3rd then, Reg GT 4th, trying to drop the toe of Mocking Weeks behind him 5th, Game of Dad in 6th. That Honda's pretty quick in a straight line as well, look at that, how much that's closed on Reg GT's Porsche. It's quick in the GT4 class as well, looking to make a move down the outside then, Mocking Weeks, brave manoeuvre, he's just had to back out through the 2nd section of Casino. He's going to give the Game of Dad a look down this start-finish straight. He's took right into the slipstream. But again, Mocking Weeks is just going to get the toe off Reg GT. Keep him out of danger from Game of Dad in 6th. Sean, evening mate, how you doing? Just finished a 14-hour shift. What? 14 hours? What kind of job requires you to do 14 hours? Still coming under pressure from Gamer Dad though, mocking Weeks. He's got to try and keep Reg GT in check though. So nearly 11 minutes on the clock. Let's just have a look where Don Dotter is. That gap's still staying about the same, 5.2, 5.3. Big Les drifting that Porsche out of the hairpin. Power down as early as he possibly can, maybe a little bit too early. Still at 5.3. Nothing to worry about from behind. 7.3 back for rear wheel. He's got a good 2.4 back to Reg GT, but these three are still at it. So it's Porsche, Honda, Volkswagen. A little bit wide through there for Reg GT though. Cam Mocking Weeks closing on him up here. He's pretty close already. Reg GT chucks himself into the middle of the track, goes slightly defensive, tries to block that move by Mockin. He's going to go defensive into Casino as well. Mockin's chucked himself over to the left hand side of the track to get that same move done. Again, he's just had to back out of that one. Gamer Dad might be in a slightly better position this time. Beetle does want to punch a hole through the air once you pull out. Sack him, Sean. So Fizz Ruckus then, unfortunately losing out to these boys, now dropping off the back. 4.8 seconds the gap between himself and Gamer. 5.2 back to Valiant Rage. We saw him spin off in the Degners. Trying to drift that McLaren. Coming under pressure from Stewie Mack as well in the Aston. So does Valiant Rage. Is it going to be a reversal of fortunes? Went the wrong way. So no, Valiant Rage keeps it on track. Stewie Mack also keeps it on track. Just 1.1 seconds between Valiant Rage and Stewie. Come back and check that out. Let's just see where Don Dotter is. He's managed to extend 5.9 over Big Les. Big Les doing everything he can, taking every tight line. 6 seconds now the gap. So Big Les is going to start thinking about Don Dotter having a mistake if he can. Corvette just pulling away a little bit more. First and second still breaking away from third place rear wheel. Having Reg GT and Mocking Weeks closing in. Gamer Dad's still right there. Drivers trying to grab as much of the toe as they can. So real good action here between 4th, 5th and 6th. Let's see if we can go on board. So we're on board with Reg GT, looking back at Mocking Weeks and Gamer Dad trying to get through. Degners. Oh, goes for a lunge down there, does Mocking Weeks. He's got it all wrong though. So that now chucks him back down to 6th. Fizz Ruckus might be able to get through there as well. Fizz Ruckus wasn't that far back, he does. Fizz Ruckus gets through. So that just puts a bit of pressure off of Reg GT for a minute. He's got to wait for Gamer Dad to slowly close back up on him. GT is closing in on rear wheel 72 actually. What's that gap? 1.2 seconds. So the Suzuka GT86 driver starting to come under some pressure now from the Porsche. So less than a second between these two. Jump back up to the front. Don Dotter still got over 6 seconds lead over Big Les. Well, that's just come down though, so it looks like Don Dotter may have got a little bit of a mistake into Casino. It's back up over 6 seconds now though. So half a second back between Rear Wheel and Reg GT. See what Reg GT can do now. Start finish straight. Closes in. Massively under braking as well through there. Porsche driver looking menacing right behind. Rear Wheel 72 now. Closing in again. Putting all the pressure on Rear Wheel. It's got 4.5 minutes to try and fend, 3.5 minutes to try and fend these guys off. It's going to be difficult though. Reg GT's pretty quick. If he sticks in this position, he'll get a good run at the start and finish straight. And up the back straight actually towards 130R. The hairpin, getting right on his rear bumper, looking to make a move around the outside, not quite able to do it, pushing him now down towards Spoon. Still unable to get past, sticks with him then through the first section of Spoon, drops off a little bit through the second section of Spoon, he gets a better run out though. Closing in on Rear Wheel then. So side by side as they head through here. Reg GT sneaks through into third position. Oh, Rear Wheel's just caught a wheel on the grass. Looking to keep that in a straight line there, Rear Wheel. Now coming under pressure from Gamer Dad in fifth. Valiant Rage has now quit. That's not cricket. So can Rear Wheel hold that fourth position? 2 minutes left on clock. These three might even see one extra lap. Fizz Ruckus in 6th, then Rocky Week 7th after that spin into the Degners. 3.5 back from Fizz Ruckus, no slipstream. He's got Stewie Mac pretty close as well, 2.3. There's a big old gap back to Steve Scooby, 4.2 seconds. Baggy Snails is only 1.7 back. Dory, unfortunately, still at the back of this fight. Back of this race, but putting the pressure on Baggy Snails nonetheless. So Don Dotter then certainly going to get another lap out. Big Les tried everything he could to close that gap on Don Dotter. Unfortunately, wasn't able to do it. So Reg GT through. Rear Wheel still coming under pressure from Gamer Dad. Let's just see if Rear Wheel can fend another driver off as they head up this not the start finish straight, the back straight, back stretch. A little bit too far back, I think. Might just survive this one and hold that fourth. Only 20 seconds on the clock. Will they make another lap? So Don Dotter goes through. Big Les comes through. So Reg GT then comes through third position. 9 seconds left on the clock. Will he make it across the start-finish line? So all three of these drivers then managed to get through. They're still on for one more lap. So Rocky Weeks is going to come home firstly, the actual finishers in 6th place. Managed to get past Fizz Ruckus then in that final lap. So Fizz Ruckus 7th, Stewie Mac 8th. Steve Scooby just dropping his penalty 9th, Dory 10th. What's happened to Baggy Snails? So it looks like Baggy Snails might have had some off-track action, now down in 11th place. Don Dotter then still leading. Taking it easy though, he's got it a little bit wrong. 3 seconds the gap. Big Les will be smelling the blood now. Back up to 3 seconds though, 3.5. So let's just keep an eye on this fight. Gamer Dads goes through then past rear wheel 72. I think he's just allowing rear wheel 72 back through, so possibly a little bit of contact between Gamer Dad and rear wheel. GT looks like he went into Spoon a bit quick there. He's kept it on track though. So Don Dotter then comes into Casino. He's had a good race. He would have had a good first race as well. He was glitching out an awful lot. Comes home to take first place in race 2. Big Les P2 in race 2. So Reg GT also had a good race as well. Came through from the back of the pack with Big Les. Comes home in 3rd place then. Fizz Ruckus, Reg GT gonna, what am I talking about? Rear wheel gonna take 4th position. Gamer Dad 5th. Yeah, it was a good race that one. Gr3's looking quite popular. I did have a couple of guys leave. Rage quit would be the optimal suggestion for that one, really. But yeah, another good race by the P1 boys. Let me just flick that back up as well. Where's that? Pow. So this is what the season, that's not what the season looks like. That's not what the season looks like. Oh my god, where is it? That's what the season looks like. So we're at Suzuka tonight. Next week we are into Lagos. Race 3 is at Monza with no chicane. Race 4 is Red Bull. Race 5 is Autopolis or Autopolis. Race 6 is Blue Moon Raceway. Race 7 Dragon Trail Seaside. Race 8 is Spa. Race 9 is Fuji Short. Race 10 is Catalonia, and race 11 is Bathurst. We did count the first race, or the classification race, as a race as well, so it would have been 12 weeks, but we didn't stream last week's because it was just basically a big quali session. So there's 3 different classes, as you can see on screen there. So 3 different champions, 15-minute quali, 2 20-minute races, no fuel or tyre wear, all out action. So come and check that out next week, Sunday 9 o'clock. I am back tomorrow night, 8:30 for the minis again. It might possibly be a joint lobby, I'm not too sure. We'll see how many drivers we get turn up this week. I know we had 1 or 2 saying they couldn't make it last week, so hopefully they can come back and bolster those numbers. So that's 8:30 on Monday, 8:30 on Wednesday. I'm also back for the GR3's team versus team event. That's also been popular. Thursday's back for P1 Renaults. And that's it. Sunday next week. So I hope you all like what you've watched. Give it a like, give it a subscribe. I'm on Discord, I'm on Twitter. Come and find me, give me a shout. All that sort of stuff. Link me up with all the people that need to be linked with. Yeah, you know the score. So I'm going to about end it there, people. It's late enough. What time are we at? 10:30. Yeah, a little bit delayed on the start of this one. Can't be helped. But yeah, I'm going to end it there. So you know what my lineup is. I'm not going through it again. And that's going to be it. My name's Dark Smoker. Tell your mates, tell your mum, I'm out of here.